Hello everyone, it's Asata Games. Today I am going to show you how you can use a sprite sheet for animation with Defold. I have this project with me, and as you can see we have a character. It plays the respective animation when moving, and this is our goal. To start this first, if you are going to use a pixel art sprite sheet, make sure to change the Mac filter to nearest because otherwise it's going to look blurry. After you are done with this, make sure to also add four inputs for directions left, right, up, and down. Then right click, new tile source. You are going to create a tile source, name it, and after you are done, it's going to create a tile source. Select image and select your sprite sheet. Set the tile width and height, set them in a way that all of them will have their own tiles. Then you will have only one animation here. First set its name and set where it starts. This is down, so when this cat goes down, it starts from the first, second, third, and fourth. So it ends at the tile 4. And also, while you are on the animation, if you press space, you are going to see it's playing. It's going to be 30 at first, and it's pretty fast, so set it to a lower value as you like. Also, if you want the animation to loop, set it as loop forward. Then copy and paste 4 times, and also name them left, right, up. Also idle. Idle is not going to play a loop, so it's none, and it starts with 1. It doesn't matter where it ends. After you are done with animation, go to the main collection, right click, add game object. I already added, and after you are done, right click to the game object, add component and sprite. While you are at sprite, select from image to player tile source, the tile source you have created, and okay, and set the animation idle. If the player is too small, you can check it with Ctrl B. It's going to build the game. It's going to be too small probably. Then you can change its X and Y scale, so it's going to look bigger. I set it to 4. Other than that, you need to also a script. So for this, right click, new script, and create a script. I already have it. It's player script, and I am going to explain what it does. Okay, let's increase the font size one more time. Okay, first I have initialized a local variable named direction name. This is going to be used with animation control. In the init function, make sure to add this line. This line acquires input focus, so player will be able to see if you press a key. Also, I have set the speed and direction here. After you are done with init, go to the onInput function, and at these lines, you first check if action ID is. You use hash to check what input is pressed. You use these names here in the hash. Left, right, up, and down. If it's left, then our directions x value will be -1. If it's right, it's going to be 1, and for up, it's +1y, and if for down, it's -1y. This is for a debug. For debug, you don't need this. After you are done with this, all you need to do is adding some code on the update. We have this if statement. It checks if directions length is more than 1. First, let's delete this part and check the game. As you can see, it's moving, the player is moving, but if you press 2 key at the same time, I mean, then it's going to move faster than usual. When you normalize it, it makes sure player moves at the same speed all the time. So this is why we use these lines. Then I get the position to a local variable pose, and I add pose self direction times self speed time delta. Delta makes sure player moves at the same speed for all devices. Then we set the position. This is the easy part. This is basic part. This is actually where we check what animation to play. We first check if x is greater than 0. Then we check if our direction name is right. It was idle at first. And if if our self.direction is 0, then it's set to idle. Why do we need this? If you don't have this if and just put this, like, let's shove it. Oops. Let's delete this. Right now it only works for right, so I will use the right. As you can see, going right doesn't play the animation. And this if statement makes sure it plays. So because the reason why it's not playing is because the update is called so often and it tries to play the animation again and again, but it always stuck at the first sprite, at the first tile. That's why you see it as not playing. This line makes sure while going right, and if you don't change your direction, it doesn't play the animation again, as we already set it as loop forward. It's going to play anyway. Then you apply this for all of the directions, and this is it. And at the end, you are going to have this little guy moving around and playing the correct animation. This was my first default tutorial. I hope it helps. I know I am not very good at it. I hope I am going to get better. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.